Forget what you think you know about determination. Today, we're going to learn a lesson from one of nature's most dedicated workers, a creature that doesn't complain, doesn't seek recognition, and doesn't quit, no matter how impossible the task seems. Meet the ant. To most people, ants are tiny, inconsequential insects that scurry around the ground with no apparent purpose. But if you take a closer look, you'll see a story of extraordinary perseverance, teamwork, and determination that can teach us more about achieving our goals than any human anecdote ever could. Picture an ant carrying a crumb of food several times its own weight back to its colony. If you were human, lifting an object hundreds of times your body weight would be impossible. But the ant doesn't think in terms of limits, it thinks in terms of action. Step by step, it moves forward, navigating obstacles, evading predators, and persisting even when the path is blocked or the load slips from its grasp. Each day, it repeats this process not for recognition, not for reward, but because its nature drives it to complete the task. The ant teaches us that success is rarely about one monumental leap. It's about the relentless accumulation of small, consistent actions. And the lesson doesn't stop there. Ants don't work in isolation. They are part of a colony, a network of individuals that each have a role to play. While one ant carries food, another defends the path, another repairs tunnels, and yet another tends to the young. This system demonstrates that hard work is most effective when combined with collaboration. In life, too, no one reaches their goals alone. Support networks, mentorship, and teamwork amplify our efforts, making challenges that seem insurmountable achievable. Observing an ant colony in action is like watching a masterclass in efficiency. Each member contributes to the survival and growth of the collective, yet every ant also contributes to its own development. In the human world, this is a reminder that our individual efforts, no matter how small, contribute to a larger picture, whether it's a career, a family, or a community. Beyond ants, the animal kingdom is filled with examples of unwavering dedication. Consider the salmon that swims upstream to spawn, against the current, leaping over obstacles, avoiding predators, and navigating rivers hundreds of miles long. The salmon demonstrates a focus on purpose that is truly inspiring. Every obstacle it encounters tests its strength, endurance, and determination, yet it presses on because it is driven by instinct and survival. The lesson for us is profound. When we have a goal, the journey will challenge us, the path will be treacherous, and setbacks will appear at every turn. But progress is made by pushing forward despite the struggle, by adapting, and by refusing to give up even when success seems distant. Let's return to the ant. Imagine a single ant attempting to cross a puddle of water to deliver its precious cargo. Most would consider this task impossible, but the ant is not deterred. It finds a leaf, constructs a bridge, or uses its body to create a path. Problem solving, resilience, and creativity are all part of its daily life. This small insect doesn't have a human brain, yet it demonstrates problem solving at a level we often admire in people. The motivational truth here is that perseverance is not about innate genius or talent. It's about persistence, resourcefulness, and the willingness to adapt in the face of obstacles. Hard work is cumulative. It doesn't have to be flashy to be meaningful. The ant's repetitive actions may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of the world, but over time, they result in survival, growth, and success. Likewise, our daily efforts, writing one page, taking one extra step in training, sending one more email, learning one new skill, compound over time into results that can transform our lives. Even creatures that seem small or powerless have an impact when they commit fully to their purpose. Take the honeybee, tirelessly visiting flowers, collecting nectar, and returning to the hive to create honey. Each bee works diligently, often facing exhaustion and danger, yet the outcome of their collective labor feeds hundreds, supports the ecosystem, and sustains life. The message is clear. The effort you put in today may not yield immediate recognition, but its effects ripple outward, influencing lives in ways you cannot yet see. Nature also teaches patience. A spider weaving its web does not rush. Each strand is carefully placed, measured, and aligned with precision. The web is not completed in a single day. It is built over time, strand by strand, until it becomes both functional and beautiful. The spider's dedication reminds us that mastery, success, and achievement are rarely instantaneous. It is the accumulation of deliberate, thoughtful effort that yields results worthy of admiration. And let's not forget the migratory birds that fly thousands of miles to reach their breeding grounds. Facing storms, predators, and exhaustion, they navigate using instinct, learned behavior, and coordination with their flock. Their journey is grueling, yet they persist year after year, never stopping, never losing sight of the destination. Their resilience mirrors the human experience. Long-term goals require endurance, consistency, and faith that the effort invested today will pay off tomorrow. If we examine these stories, a pattern emerges. Hard work is not glamorous. It is steady, uncelebrated, and sometimes invisible. It is repetition, focus, and a refusal to quit. And yet, it is the backbone of every achievement in nature and in life. The ant, the salmon, the honeybee, the spider, and the migratory bird all share a single truth. Their success is proportional to their persistence, their willingness to endure struggle, and their commitment to their task. As humans, we often search for shortcuts, overnight success, or easy recognition. But nature reminds us that the most powerful achievements are earned through effort, patience, and dedication. There is no instant greatness. There is no magic formula. There is only the willingness to keep moving forward, step by step, day by day, carrying our own crumbs of effort, no matter how heavy they feel. So, the next time you face a challenge, look to the smallest creatures. Watch the ant carry its burden, the bee return to the hive, or the salmon leap upstream. Let their determination inspire you to act. Let their persistence remind you that effort, no matter how small, accumulates into extraordinary results. And remember, you do not need superpowers to achieve greatness. You need commitment, consistency, and the courage to keep going when the world seems to conspire against you. Every day you persist, every obstacle you overcome, and every small action you take is a testament to your strength. Your own ant-like determination will create results that, over time, transform your life, your dreams, and your impact on the world. Nature has spent millions of years perfecting the lesson. Work hard, be persistent, and let your actions speak louder than words. Follow that guidance, and there is nothing you cannot achieve.